Hey, Scarly, what's up, man? I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't figured out in my head what I want to do with this asymmetrical build. It's kind of throwing me off, like, to be honest. I want to do an HV. I want it to have a lot of purpose. Like, I don't just want to do an elaborate, fancy asymmetrical thing just for fancy sake. Like, I want it to actually have some real function to it. So that's why I was thinking of like a drill turret miner with having like some really cool kind of like angled drill arm or something. Hey, Wizard, what's up, man? Have I seen Neuros? Neuros what, asymmetrical? No, I haven't looked at... I don't look at your guys' stuff till the challenge. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. I'm glad he's building again, man. He seems to be happy building again, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I really need to just like finish stuff. Like really bad I need to finish stuff, but every time I think about that I just feel like that would be boring for people to watch me just texture stuff and I was doing an SV, that's cool. Hey Adam, what's up, man? The K-bar? That could be cool. That could be cool. You know, I love this. I always loved this ship just because of the back. Like, I've never made... To me, I've never made anything that looks as cool as this does from the back. Like, I just love this. I love that. It just looks like... I don't know. I guess it reminds me of the Millennium Falcon or something. And I've just always loved it. I should, you know, I wish I didn't say CV because I feel like a lot of people are taking advantage with the CV thing. CVs are easy to make asymmetrical. I should have never said that. I should have kept it SV or HV. I really regret that. Just so everybody knows that. I really regret that. Look at these little passenger seats. That was ridiculous. I was really ridiculous with that. I mean, listen, if you have a really cool idea for a CV, don't let me keep you on that, man. Like, go for it. I've already kind of said CV, so. But it is, you know, I mean, you guys know that's not nearly as hard to make something asymmetrical as a CV. Because of the weight distribution, it's not really a big deal with CVs. Unless it's super, super small or something, like, it's not really a big deal. So it's you know, it's not as much of a challenge, let's just say that. I need a combat C I could turn to. Ah, right on. Yeah, so I mean, that's fine, man. Look at the thrust on this bad boy. Holy crap. What in the actual friggity frig was I doing? Look at that. Beast. Beast. Dang, man. Alright. Yeah. Look at that forward thrust from jump. I like that though, but I can't even do that, see? It's so different now, like you can't block thrusters at all, you can't do freaking anything. Jet thrusters don't really make sense anymore. D-Rex, what's up, man? How are you, sir? Oh, let me move this thing in my freaking... in my way here. Hold on. Oh, right on, man. I appreciate you popping in. I saw a message, but I wasn't able to read it because I'm streaming. Yeah, like listen, I do appreciate the work that's been done to the game. Like I do, I really do. I think they've done some really cool stuff. Um, you know, it just needs a little balance. Some of the things need a little balance. Hopefully they'll get back and the HVs will get a bit more of a balance here. Hey, Wolfen, what's up, man? What's this about not being able to block thrusters? Well, it is a known thing that they're going to be implementing. I don't see why they wouldn't do it by next patch, next real patch, like 13. So I mean, I've been doing it since Alpha 7, right? They've been saying it for a long time, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, you know, sometime pretty soon here. So, what just happened there? I don't understand. Oh, there we go. Weird. I would just never build anything that wasn't that had block thrusters at all. That's why I switched around, and this is from a while ago. So like, I made the Becker that way because of that. So these forward thrusters are back here, and they're not blocked at all. And then these are not blocked. So this is totally compliant in regards to the thrusters, right? So that's why I did that, was because of that. As long as they make it so you can't block the vents of the jet thrusters. The exhaust? Or no, the intake. I feel like that'll be a thing too, man. I mean, it's... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that would be stupid if that was a thing. Maybe at least a block. I don't know. If they do, they're idiots. Alright, Raptor. I mean, scientifically, it makes sense. You should... Air needs to be able to get into the thruster in order to... Whatever, right? But yeah, I mean, going too far is going too far, right? So, I'm with it. I mean, it needs to, because technically you could have some kind of intake that, you know, gets to the thrusters inside if you wanted to kind of, you know, make it look like that's what's happening. By the way, if anybody's paying attention, I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now, so... I'm just trying to... I'm trying to think asymmetrically, so I'm going through these exercises. If any of these things end up turning into anything, cool, but... you know, I don't always need to technically build something that's gonna actually, like, be a finished product in here. Sometimes I'm just, yeah, sometimes we need to just kind of practice and figure out what we're doing, and this could turn into something. I don't know. What? What's going on? Oh, there's no core in it. That's why. There's no core. There's no core. I'm like, what's going on here? What? Wait, what? Alright, I might need to relog here. They need to decide if they want arcade game or realistic. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with a little bit of both, but yeah, it can't be. You can't bring absolute logic to the game and then, you know. Oh, that happened. Oh, it did delete it, and I hate you. Okay. Alright, well, I hate you. I hate you, game. Let's just do that again, then. Was that worth pursuing, though? I feel like maybe that wasn't worth pursuing again. I don't know. Let me build some from scratch. I'm sitting here trying to Mark II something. Let's just, yeah, whatever. I would like to bring this back to life, though. Because this is one of my favorite builds. There's some things that I don't like about it that I'd like to fix, but... Do we need absolute logic, though? If we want absolute logic. And that's my whole point. This is, you know, until they come up with, you know, real physics and all these other things, like, yeah, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think anybody's looking for that. I think yes. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Everybody is looking for Empyrion and space engineers to make a baby. Absolutely everyone in this entire genre is looking for that, but it's not gonna happen. So, you know, space engineers breaks your heart, Empyrion breaks your heart in different ways, and it is what it is. But I don't need absolute logic from Empyrion. I need quality of life. I need content. I need I need stuff like that. Yeah, see, I can't totally agree with you on that, Raptor, just because it's an ongoing development. I mean, it is in ongoing development. When you first played this game, it didn't have half the shit it has on it now. Now you have this huge infinite galaxy, so I'm sure that's not the last step. I'm sure there's going to be tons of other things. You know, they're introducing Creel, Scar, pirates. You know, all kinds of other actual factions that actually have their own assets, that have their own actual, you know, NPCs now, and all this is coming down the line. So we're going to potentially have 6, 7, 8 races or whatever that you're going to constantly be at odds with or in favor with, and it's going to make for more complex trading. It's going to do all these things in the game. So you know, I can't, man. I can't constantly hear that, you know, the game sucks because, you know, they did this and it didn't have that. So yeah, I can't agree with that, man. You know, I can understand that. Hey, you know, the game right now isn't finished. They added all these things, and so what? I'm fine with that. Um, you know, I'm a little bit upset too. I guess not upset, but I get that there's nothing right now in the game that's, um, you know, for all that's been added. But yeah, I can't also say that there's not going to be things coming down the line. So. Anti-PvP. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've given up on PvP until this game shows me anything that resembles PvP capabilities. I mean, right now this game is yeah, it's not there. There's nothing PvP about this game. There's hardly anything co-op about this game in its current state. So that's not something I'm even. That's not even something on my radar right now. I know that's your bread and butter, but you know, and I think that's another thing. I think the PvP community in this game has been holding on to this kind of false dream that this is going to end up being some great PvP game, or it's not going to happen, man. I mean, until they release like mod tools and you're able to really just do whatever you want, the game just doesn't perform for it. Now, they've opened up a lot of settings and stuff now, so I mean, you can totally like make the game what you want as far as server settings, and you know, Obsidian can tell you that. I mean, they've given you the ability to change everything, from CPU to you know, the values of CPU to what else? You could make things, other things. You can, you know, I could make a deconstructor, a furnace if I wanted to. I could, you know, you could do anything in the coding of the game now as a server owner. So it's endless what you can do, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of work, and the game's definitely not balanced or polished to be able to handle a lot of it. But at the same time, it's ongoing development. And, you know, to hear this constant thing from patch to patch, you know, like, I don't know. I'm holding my judgment until the end of it. Then we'll see what it becomes at the end. But at the end of the day, it earned my $20. Right? It earned my $20, so I'm there for it, man. I mean, and I'm not even talking from a content creator standpoint, because that's a whole nother thing. I mean, this game allows me to create content. This game made, you know, brought all you guys here, you know, so it helped shape the community that we have. It did all these other things, so I could be grateful for the game just for that. Not even for what the game is or whatever, right? But beyond that, you know, I think that over 3,000 hours of gameplay is definitely, it means something. It means it's better than, you know, most of the games I have in my Steam library, right? I mean, I have Rust that's got over 3,000. I've got this, and I've got 7 Days to Die. Those are the only 3 games that I've gone over 3,000 hours in. So, I mean, that tells you something right there. Because those other 2 games have completely dominated their genre. Rust being like the ultimate, I don't know what that genre would even be called. I guess like cat burglar simulator, or just raid simulator, or whatever the hell it is, right? They've totally conquered that for years, in my opinion. 7 Days to Die is the survival success story of its genre, in my opinion. Hey, Pear. Don't get to be great, it has to be decent. It's decent, dude. This game is freaking decent. You can't argue that, man. This game is freaking decent. Like, very much so. What other game lets you build like this, man? I mean, you've played too much of it. I've played too much of it. And that's what I realized. I was having this long conversation with Neurosight about the game in general and all these things, and I kind of realized after listening to myself vomit for an hour about this and that, I was like, you know, we've played this game way too much. Like, we have no business talking about this game. Once you play a game for so long, like, you really don't have any business talking about it, because you're winded, man. You're done. You've played this game too much. It's true, man. Like, there's something about that. There's something to that. Like, you can't, you know, it's like Star Wars fans. You've seen the original Star Wars trilogy at least 100 times. Nothing's going to impress you after that. You know? It's always going to be a disappointment. It's just, that's it. I mean, there's nothing more to say about it. You're going to be disappointed. Yeah, no, listen, you could voice, I mean, you could voice your opinion. That's totally a thing, right? And to me, that's what, you know, that's what the developers need to hear. Maybe, you know, you personally, maybe your delivery, maybe whatever, but I don't think I think you've gotten a lot better at it. But beyond that, I mean, yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and to me, when you express your opinion, it means a lot more than people that don't, because it's feedback, and if it's valuable enough to them for them to use it or not, that's up to them. But I value people's feedback, negative or positive, way more than people that are just quiet. You know, I mean, I've always said that about my workshop. If people don't like my builds, like, tell me why. And there's been a couple people that have just told me why, and it's like, I don't like this, and this is why I don't like it. And it's like, man, I really appreciate that, because I didn't realize that I was doing this wrong or doing that wrong. And, you know, I think Elion gets so much feedback that it's like, it's too much for those 4 or 5 people. I think that they have too many platforms to get said feedback. I think that's a problem too. I think, you know, you've got the forums, you've got the Discord, you've got, you know, the review page, you've got all these things that have to be constantly looked at to get feedback. I think they should get rid of the forums. The online forums, to me, are just ancient, and I think they need to adopt the Discord and maybe refine it a bit, and I don't know. I think Talon's doing a really good job on the Discord, but at the same time, like, it needs to be adopted by everybody in the development in order for it to be a powerful enough tool, because I think things are getting overlooked that are on there currently because of that fact. I don't feel like, you know, me personally or whatever, you know, none of that feedback's really going anywhere. I don't use the forums at all. I used to. I don't use them anymore. It's like, I'm not going on a forum in 2020. You know? That's some 2001 shit. I'm not doing it. I used to have pro board forums too, man. I'm not doing that anymore. It's 2020, man. Stop it. Next thing they're gonna be doing is freaking SMF Tiny Portal or some shit. Like, like no. No. I don't know. All I gotta say is I'm pretty excited, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was saying I'm excited for the next couple months, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, gaming wise. Like, just for me, right? Like, I'm excited about building again. I've got nothing but ideas for building, so I'm really excited for that. Empyrion as a whole, I still have my single player Let's Play to do, which I will be doing within the next week or so. I put it off because of the co-op Let's Play, and I didn't want to overlap them. So that's why that happened, if anybody was wondering. But, you know, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for 7 Days to Die, which is, like, in the next week or so. So I have a, I'm going to be playing that. I'll probably be streaming that, so that's going to be a thing, and I'm really excited for that, because I love 7 Days to Die. It's my favorite game. I'm going to be playing Astroneers, which is another thing. Yeah, so 7 Days to Die, Astroneer just released their big update that I haven't even looked at. Miss Survival has an update coming, and there's just a lot of good stuff that I'm excited about coming down the pipes here. I don't know. My HV rant didn't make it to this patch, so maybe the next patch. So this has to sit there. I'm not touching this again until they fix CPU. So this is gonna sit here, because to me this is a perfect build. Like, I can't do anything else with this build. Anything else I do with this build, it loses function and it's not worth it at level 10. So I need 2 turrets, I need 2 Gatlings, damn it. Big letters, damn it. I need it. I need the harvester. I need this amount of thrust. This thing doesn't blow you away when it flies. It flies okay. It's cool. It's not great. It's got med station, clone chamber. It's got spacing for tier 3. It's got fridge and armor locker. It's got O2 station. It's got a CPU tier 2 block in it. It's got a drone hatch. This is everything you want at this level minimum. It's only got 5,000 cargo. I couldn't put any more container extensions because it would go over CPU. So this is it. That's it. That's a tier 10 tank. Damn it. And I'm not building another one until, you know, that gets addressed. Period, exclamation mark, full stop, if you're British, whatever. Oh yeah. So that's what I mean. When 7 Days to Die comes out, when you know, I'm definitely gonna be hitting that, man. I've already talked to Neil. So you know, I got a streaming server that's coming, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm super excited about it. So. What do you guys think about this? Is this weird? This is weird, right? I'm gonna connect them so it doesn't look like they're separate. I'm not gonna do like a pair thing where it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I love that thing, right? But I want it to look conjoined, but I want it to look conjoined in like a weird like pipe way or something. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a weird pipe joining thing. Hey Blazer, what's up, man? Man, I am so not for... What do I want to say? I'm not good at this whole YouTube thing. I'm realizing that. Like, I'm really trying, man. I'm really trying not to give up on this whole making content on YouTube thing, but it's hard, man. Boy, that's a lot of work, man. I got respect for anybody that sits there and edits videos all week and Jesus, that's stupid. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh God, I hate it. But I'm trying, you know. So I'm doing the weekly workshop review. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be making some more tutorial videos, real basic videos, how to build something, but no more. Like, I have this one where it's like how to build a simple hover vessel, and then I do some little things, and then all of a sudden I go into speed mode and just build the thing, and I'm like, that's not showing anybody anything. That's arrogant, right? So I'm gonna get rid of that video, and we're gonna do a proper how to build. I might do like a 3-part series where it's like maybe 5-minute segments to just build something simple, like a little Pico Pup or something, just so people have an idea how to actually build. And I might do it in survival, just to promote people building in survival. Thanks, Bear. Yeah, well, see, that's the problem I have with YouTube, man, is I can't do that. I can't just, like, do it in one go. Because I'll listen back to it, and then, like, the audio will be horrible. Or my daughter comes in, or, you know, something happens, and I'm screwed. And it's fine when you're streaming, because you guys don't care, and then it just goes in the air, and people don't normally rewatch these live things, right? Some do, but most people don't. And those that do are so dedicated, they understand that my daughter comes in all the time and this and that. So it's not the same. But when you're on YouTube, people look at this shit a year later and they're like, well, the quality of this was dur-dur-dur-dur-dur. And it's like, well, you know, screw you, buddy. You know, this and that. And I don't know, it's just a different thing, man. It's just a different thing. It's not something I'm used to. But, I mean, it's a thing. You know, YouTube's a thing, man. I watch YouTube all day. I don't watch TV anymore. It's weird. I just watch YouTube now. So I can relate it. This needs to be over one. Am I right? Oh, I guess it's correct. Yeah, I'm not doing that, Raptor. No, I'll get it, man. It's just, I just got to get used to editing, I think. So we have the new episode weekly workshop review, which is on YouTube right now, and that's Salus Core's really cool SV. And then tomorrow, I already have another episode up there and ready to go, which will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, which is another weekly workshop review. Another really cool build. So those are in the can. So I feel like I had a little time yesterday and I cranked a couple out, and then I even recorded a whole episode of Pimp My Ship. So if you guys don't know what that is, that's on the Discord. I take your builds, a build that maybe you weren't happy with, a build you don't want to revisit, a Mark II you don't want to do, whatever, right? And you give it to me and I'm gonna pimp that shit. I'm gonna make it freaking whatever. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna make it better, but I'm gonna make it different. And yeah, give me your ship. Give me your ship. It'd be awesome. Hey, multi-tune. Yeah, so any Twitch sub, any Patreon supporter, you guys have access to write in the channel and just throw a link in there or throw a blueprint in there and we'll add it to the list, man, and we'll get those cranking. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. The first one I did was pretty cool. I did something similar with the Restoration Prefab series, which is also on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. I took all the original prefabs that were in the game before they changed them, and we redid all of them. Not all of them, but I think I got like 6 of them done before they got rid of them. And it was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun. Well, what's fun for me in that is adopting your guys' styles, right? So like with the first one I did, like, you know, I had to really like change up my own style, and that's what's fun because I could kind of let loose and you know I don't have to. It doesn't have to be my own style. It can be your style. Um, just kind of my interpretation of it, and it's actually a lot of fun. It's kind of freeing compared to the normal constraints of having to do things with your own level of perfection and OCD and whatever, right? Like a brand, I guess you could say. I mean, if that even makes sense, it's kind of lame to say, but people expect a certain type of thing. That's more important to say. I expect a certain type of build from myself, right? So if I just go and do some weird thing, that bothers me, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I look at all my stuff as kind of a body of work, right? That's another thing. I need to reorganize my my that makes sense. I need to reorganize my workshop as a whole. Like my collections. My collections make no sense now. Like I really got to visit that collection thing. It's a lot of work, man. Doing all that shit is a lot of work. You know what's a lot of work? It's building an asymmetrical build where you can't go into symmetry mode. It's a lot of work too. I'm now seeing I shouldn't have split them up until I was done modifying it as a whole. Barbecue grill and PS4 in the back. What? Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, like the fish tank and yeah. I mean, I could go that route. I could be like, yeah, this is your ship, this and that, but hey, we added a swimming pool in the back, cause whatever, you know? Yeah, why not? Okay, so maybe in that regard, it's not quite pimp my ship, right? But it's actually the opposite of pimp my ship. Like if your ship has a swimming pool, I'm taking that shit out, guys, and I'm putting storage or something useful. So it's kind of like the anti-pimp. Make it a swimming pool. I was looking at the super carrier Jay Randall's working on. I was looking at his latest video, and that pool room he's got in there looks sick. Hold on, let me close the door because my daughter's listening to music, and I don't want to get demonetized again by music that's in another room. Yeah, like one of the episodes, like I saw it on YouTube and it said copyright claim, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like it was Rihanna, and it was because my daughter was listening to like I don't know, like Rihanna or whatever in another room, a whole nother room. And so I got mad, so I called her and I'm like, why the hell did you demonetize me? Like it's me, you know? And then, you know, she let it go. But still, it was like the whole thing, right? It was like, yeah, freaking YouTube, man. That lighting added another layer. Yeah, man, just I maybe I don't know. I need to do that, man. I need to just build something for like fun. I need to build something for like replica fun, because it's really cool, man. Like, but I do have the most fun when I'm building for functions. I don't know. Man, look at that transition. Transition king right there, man. Like, I'm gonna make sense of the shape first, and then we'll go back and do those weird little pipe things. So don't think that I'm getting rid of all the pipe things and they aren't coming back here. I also need to give this the new color palette. Oh. Where did yellow come in? Weird. Ah! How would a build get me demonetized? That I don't get it. Unless you were gonna put like a giant peen or something. An X bruh? What's that? Educate me. Is that some stream emoji thing I'm not up to date with? I'll get my people on it. We'll work it out. I don't know what that means. Yeah, but what's X bruh? I don't know what that means. What is that? What's Xpra? Educate me, man. I don't know. I don't like the way that looks. Ah, that happened. What's up? Okay, so obviously I am way unhip about something, man. What's a bruh face? What's that? Like bruh. Like, is that what you're talking about? Like, I don't know what that face is. Is that some famous meme that I don't know about or something? Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But honestly, and I don't mean this as a joke. I mean, like, go to the content suggestion thing and like throw whatever face you're talking about, and then we'll make it happen, man. We will make it happen, sir. Unless I already have one, and then I feel like an idiot because I didn't know I already had a bruh face. I had no idea. I'm starting to embrace the fact that I'm getting old. It's taken a while, but I'm now well aware that I'm no longer cool, especially to my kids, so I'm starting to get used to it. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it, John? I didn't even think about that. Ooh, yeah, kind of. That's true, man. I feel like we should look that up real quick. Hold on. What was it called? It's the Cloud City fighter in Star Wars Empire, right? Strikes Back. And I just lost the key. Images. Oh, let me turn the thing back on. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. Kind of, but not really. Kind of, but yeah. I mean, the little two conjoining thing. Absolutely, I got you. Nice. I'm a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm not a boomer. Stop it. Not a boomer. I am only 40 years old, sir. I am actually, technically, I'm a millennial. Like, technically, I am the year, just January of 1980. So I'm like, I'm right there at the millennial. Like, I think I'm the first month of the millennials or whatever. Technically, I looked it up. It's a thing. Which I'm not happy about it, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Alright, that's fine. I think my dad's a boomer, right? They're boomers, and he was born in 49, I think? Something like that. So, no, dude, I'm not that old. Stop it. You're 2 years too old to be a millennial. Yeah, I'm almost Gen X. That's, yeah, almost, man. Like, I'm right there. And I swear I was, man. I've said that all my life that I'm Gen X, and then, like, I looked it up, and I got mad. But you know what? Now maybe that's not true, man. Hold on, let's look that up. This is a lot of information. Born 1965 to 1980. What? You're not telling me anything. Born. See, I'm not a boomer. I'm definitely not a boomer, right? Oh, I am Generation X. I'm not a millennial. Yes, I'm not a millennial, man. Haha. Generation X, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not a millennial. Right there. Yeah, I'm age 40, so I'm right there. Even a year before me is okay. 1981. That is freaking awesome. You know what's great? At least people can't hear my keyboard. Shut up. I like my Corsair keyboard. You can hear my keyboard? I don't care, man. I don't have soundproofing. I don't have any of that stuff yet. I barely make enough in this to pay the internets, man. That's it. I can't afford anything else. Leave me alone. I do want to do the little thingies though, but dang it, my door's open again. Hold on. All right. I feel like we're kind of doing something here. I'm kind of liking some of this. I'm a boomer. Okay. All right. That's cool. I'm good. I'm cool with that. I'm all right. I can do that. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Is that an insult to be a boomer? I don't know. Raptor, I think I raided you like the other day in the challenge, and you didn't even say anything to anybody, so. Like, you didn't say shit. We were all sitting there like, raid, and it's like nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, Wizard, catch you later, man. I wish they had a version of this cockpit with no framework. Like, I like this. I like the profile of this cockpit better, but the visual of it sucks now. Like, I don't like the visual. And I don't like the way that it cuts off at that angle. either. That annoys me. But I don't like that this is higher. That's annoying too. So, kind of a toss-up. Yeah, this doesn't support like a flat look, you know? This one's the best one for that profile. But I just wish that it didn't have that on the end. I hate that. Alright, we're gonna try to work with it though. Ah, I got you, man. That's a hard thing to keep up on. Yeah, no, the copyright strike stuff sucks. I don't get it either. It's like it's stupid. Like they need to figure that out, man. They need to just like make a deal with the record companies and just make it a thing, man. Like allow us to use. I mean, what are we benefiting using it? You know what I mean? It's just for music. It's like, I don't get why it's a thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I get it to an extent. Like, they don't want you to misuse their content for, let's say you're doing something that, they have a opposite stance of or whatever. So maybe I get it from that level, but still, it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. I gotta go over here and do the same thing. Damn it. Alright, what's the CPU on this thing? What am I going for? I don't even know what I'm going for, really. I'm not really concerned about it, actually. I'm just gonna try to make something cool. And, we'll figure it out. It'll probably be 3, maybe 4 at the most, but I mean... I guess I'm now thinking this is gonna be more of a fighter. I guess? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know performance-wise what it's gonna do here. You could tell, like, how much you've grown as a builder based on, like, how you see your texture choices in old builds. Like, I look at my texture choices even from, like, this, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? How is that acceptable? Oh my god, no. But I think I am sick of, like, all of the textures now, so... It is kind of unfair, like, I hate all of them. I hate all of them equally. You position them side by side temporarily, you can finish the symmetry shaping and then split them back again. Yeah, I thought about that. I'm cool with it though. I don't actually mind it. My biggest thing right now is what the hell is this thing supposed to be doing? What is this thing achieving? That's my present issue here. No, I like that it's separated. I actually do like the separation. Like I'm actually excited about that. That's the one part of this that's keeping me going here. Temporary placement, guys. That's actually one too far here. We'll do 3. Really? Oh, this thing moves like ass. What? Alright, hold on. Oh, yeah, that doesn't have the freaking things in here. I'm an idiot. Alright. It's cool, guys. I'm stupid. Oh, that's the... Jesus. 12. Alright, so it needs tier 3s. Hey, Eldonk, what's up, man? I'm sure somebody in the chat just said it, too. I don't know, none of you guys caught on to it. You guys are slipping, man. You guys are really slipping. Jesus. course, we're gonna have to do all this testing and survival, right? But oh, there it is. Yes, yes. Still very low, CPU wise. Yeah. I just gotta figure out how I want it to look, right? I liked how thin it was. I don't really want to do away with that. But at the same time, I hated. Let me spawn another one so I could tell you guys what I'm talking about. Like, I hate this. It looks like a stupid loafer or shoe or something. It just looks weird. Whenever you cut off the bottom and you don't round it out on the bottom, to me it just looks dumb. Now from up here it looks great. I love how it looks here. Like, this all is really pleasing, but when you get to that side profile, it just looks stupid to me. I hate it. So you know, that's why I got this rounded bit, but this feels too, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll bring it up one. It doesn't need to be this low. So I could bring it up one. Cut this off like this. And just bring that up. But then the problem with that is this is gonna do a weird angle here. Let's just see how it'll look here. Because what's cool is you could texture the thrusters now to where it doesn't look like they're thrusters from the bottom. I might even section it from front to back too. I'm not liking the way that transition looks at all. Ooh, yeah, like that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, guys. We got this now. Plus the music's getting epic, so you know it's gonna be good. We don't even need the thrusters there. We can put them anywhere. We can put them anywhere. We can put them up front here. RCS can go literally any freaking where. It doesn't matter where you put them on the ship. I don't know if it used to be that way, but you used to have to balance them around the ship to get them to work better. Now, like, yeah, it doesn't matter where you put them. Yes, yes. All right, so this thing needs more turrets. It needs more turrets. It needs more everything. I'm liking it so far. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know. I'm not totally attached to it, but I'm kind of liking it. Kind of sorta with it. Trying to get it thin again though. I feel like I could shave some off here on the top and bottom to give it that thin look again. I hate that. I hate that transition. That drives me nuts. I was reading some. No, I wasn't reading some. I heard something where they said they were rebooting or resetting the entire Star Wars universe. Does that include, like, are they redoing all of the? They're not redoing the Skywalker thing, though, right? Like, I feel like they would never do that, right? Like, I would wish they could do it, but I don't know. I doubt it. Yeah, man, like, oh, I'm so disappointed too, man. Like, cause I was riding for it all the way till the last one, and then after watching the last one, like, oh, it's really sad. It's really just sad, man. Like, I'm really, that sucks. Mm. And is anybody else like Star Wars is Star Wars, right? So I think at this point I don't think they could go any lower. So I'm still anticipating new stuff for Star Wars. I love the Mandalorian. I can't wait for season 2. I'm excited about the Obi-Wan miniseries or whatever it's gonna be. So there's things I am excited about for Star Wars, just because I feel like they can't mess this up any worse. I could be wrong, they could, but I just can't see how they could mess it up any worse. What I'm worried about is Marvel, because I feel like we all just climaxed at Endgame, and like you almost have to get reinterested in everything, right? Because I can't imagine, like, I'm not excited about anything. There's nothing I'm excited about, and to me it just seems like it's going to be a lot of posturing, and they're replacing everybody with a more diverse cast and all that, and I think that's great. I'm fine with that. My issue is I don't care. I don't care about anything that they're coming out with. I'm not a comic book junkie, so I don't know who the Eternals are. I don't know who any of that stuff. Like, I don't know any of that stuff. So it's like you're now introducing new characters that I've never heard of to me. I've never heard of these characters, right? So you're introducing all this new stuff, and I could care less. I watched Iron Man from the beginning, not because of Iron Man. I didn't give a shit about Iron Man. I didn't care about it. What I cared about was Robert Downey Jr. and his role, and it looked interesting, and I bought into it. Captain America, kind of same thing. I didn't even like the first Captain America. I thought it was really boring, but I liked the other ones, of course. And then Thor, I kind of liked the first Thor. I hated the second one. Ragnarok was awesome, and now I feel like they're gonna replace him with Padme, and it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not excited about a lot of it. Yeah, like I really I liked Black Panther a lot. So I mean, I think that'll be okay. But even with that, they're talking about I was reading something where they're talking about replacing him with Shuri or whatever. She's going to end up being the next Black Panther, and I'm like, all right, guys, like, you guys are going all the way to the other end with it, and it's just kind of, it's predictable, I guess, is now what it's become. It's becoming predictable, and I'm not trying to get on any kind of a political feminist rant or anything. I'm not doing anything, but I'm just saying that, like, predictability, I feel, is the most boring thing, especially when it comes to something as exciting as Marvel was, because boy, every movie, it's like you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know if Ant-Man was going to fly up Thanos' ass. Like, you had no idea what was going to happen. And that's what was exciting. And now I just feel like it's unknown, but I don't care. There's nothing that's making me interested in caring about the fate of what's going on now. you know. And then Black Widow is gone, and you know, I mean, or is she gone? Maybe she's not gone. I don't know, but it's like, you know, are they gonna give them powers? I don't think they should have powers. I don't know. All of it doesn't make any sense. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. You going with the comics, the Valkyrie becomes the new Thor type character. And then the Hulk, man. Like, the Hulk just never got a fair shake, man. Like, that whole studio shenanigans and all that, like, it really sucks, man, because, you know, I did like Edward Norton's Hulk movie. I really liked it. But I also really liked, what's Mark Ruffalo? I liked him, too. So, I mean, I was cool with both of them, but I don't know. I feel like that got a kind of a bad shake. Because we didn't get, like, a solo movie, you know? Oh, so yeah, so I told you guys the last 3 days I've been watching all of the DC stuff, right? Just the movies. I watched the shows. I watched Arrow. I've watched, you know, I've watched whatever the Day of Tomorrow or Legends of whatever the hell that is. I watched a lot of the DC CW bullshit, right? So I mean, which I like. I mean, I was there for it, but I never watched any of the movies. So I watched Man of Steel. I watched Batman versus Superman. I watched Justice League, and I don't get what everybody was so upset about. And like, I just watched Justice League last night, so this is, I said this yesterday, but even now after watching Justice League, like, I get that when people read these comics and they already know the lore, and then it would be like Lord of the Rings being completely different. Or, like, I get that. I get that that's a travesty and all that, and I totally understand that, but boy, I don't see what all the hate's about. Like, it's, I kind of enjoyed the movies. Like, I didn't think they were bad at all. So I don't know. I don't know what everybody was up in arms about. I guess it was something to do with Superman and the way he was depicted or whatever, you know, but I kind of enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. It was pretty damn good. I enjoyed myself. So I mean, that's, to me, that's what's important. Um I don't know. If anybody here can enlighten me. I didn't see an issue with it. Well, yeah, so somebody made a good take on it yesterday that they tried to do too many things in one movie, and I can't agree with that. I thought I was pretty exhausted. So I do understand that, but um, as far as the characters and as far as, like, I thought Ben Affleck was amazing, actually. Like, I really resonated with his take on it because, you know, he did a good job of showing that he's human amongst a bunch of superheroes and stuff, but he did kind of shine in some elements, and it, you know, I enjoyed it, man. I thought he was a good older Batman, and like, I thought it was really good. So I did really like his take on it. um yeah, I thought he was a good Batman. Yeah, I can see that. And again, like, I can appreciate that people already have a story in their head and then it gets messed up. So I could totally appreciate that. And I can't relate because I never really was into comics, and definitely not DC. But yeah, and I guess, you know, I guess that would be like them, for me, like messing up. Well, they did mess up Star Wars, but messing up. Well, they did mess up Luke. Yeah, you know what? I get it. I totally get it because they messed up a lot of Star Wars shit that pissed me off. With the, even in the second one, the Last Jedi, I was willing to go for the ride, thinking that they were going to make Luke like a gray Jedi and he was going to bring balance and it was going to be like this. Like, I was with it. I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. I can get behind this, maybe. And no, that's not what we're doing. Maybe that's what Rian or whatever the fuck his name was gonna do, but that's not how it turned out. I don't know. I was really hoping JJ was gonna come in and like handle business, but now, you know what? Like, does anybody think that JJ Abrams has any more? Like, I feel like he's done, right? I feel like he doesn't have any, what's the, his reputation is kind of dead now, right? Am I wrong in that? I just feel like it's gone now. I don't feel like he has, I mean, what, I can't think of anything positive he's done now. After, Star Trek, to me, the first couple movies were okay. But yeah, now it's like, oh, JJ's gonna do something. Maybe pick somebody else. They made the movie really well with all the inserts, like the murdered Robin costume in the Batcave, but it didn't have the movie backstory that Marvel had going. It's not dead; it's just completely obscured. Yeah, you know what? Like, no, that's a good point with DC is that I feel like they were playing a catch-up game to try to get on the level as Marvel, but really quickly. And that's where they messed up. Boy, if it was a slow burn and we were still really far away from what's already happened with Justice League, like if we just had like consistency in characters and actors and depictions across like a big universe, boy, that would have been great. Because, like, I remember liking the movie Aquaman, but when I watched Justice League, I forgot all about him and what he was about and what he went through, and I didn't get any of it. Like, I really like him as an actor. Game of Thrones or whatever is cool and all that. But, like, I forgot, like, what was great about him, and I was just completely lost in Justice League. The Cyborg, like, I feel like he needed an origin story, and I feel like he needed to have his thing. So that, because all of a sudden he could do all these amazing things, and I'm like, what is this about? I don't understand, because I don't know this character. Is he from Teen Titans? Is that the Cyborg from Teen Titans? Like, I have no idea. And then Wonder Woman, of course, had a great movie. I thought her movie was amazing. She's got another movie coming out or whatever, right? So she's fine. And then The Flash, right? The Flash has a show, but it's a different actor, so that didn't carry over with the CW thing. So I don't know anything about him and what he's gone through. All those needed to be origin, but they all needed to be along the same kind of feel, It's like I just feel like they weren't dedicated to doing a slow burn. Because, boy, now that we're sick of Marvel, it would be great to go through a long DC universe. It would be great. Yeah, the CW Flash show, it's lame. It's like kiddie. It's like I couldn't get with it, man. Like, I like Arrow. I watched Arrow from the beginning. And for as goofy as it got, like, I enjoyed it, and I watched it all the way through, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't know those characters well enough to be super happy when they all defeated the stupid horned guy that I didn't give a shit about or understand who he was or why he was scary. He didn't seem that scary, right? Like, they just kind of took him out. I'm like, all right, well, cool. Superman's here. Oh, you guys still messing with this guy? And it's like, wait a minute. This guy was like some epic world ender. What happened to that? You know what I mean? It just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, all right. But you know what? Like, honestly, like, Superman is too OP, dude. Like, it's too OP of a character to really be worried about. You know what I mean? Like, Lex Luthor. And then the whole Lex Luthor thing was too fast. In the original Superman movies, like, that shit was a real, like, with Gene Hackman, right? Wasn't that thing like, I mean, that was a real, like, struggle for a while there, right? So it's like, I don't know. it was a lot of content to swallow in a movie, definitely. But honestly, it could have been a lot worse if there was worse actors. Henry Cavill or whatever, I think he's amazing. I loved him in the last Mission Impossible movie. Like, he's a really good actor, right? Ben Affleck, I think, did an amazing job. Amy Adams, I freaking love her. She's awesome. So the fact that they had all these great actors and stuff. Then Kevin Costner, man. Who else doesn't want Kevin Costner as a dad, dude? Like, oh my god. You know? Like, what an amazing dad. I want a dad. I got a dad, but he's not Kevin Costner. You know? I think that's why everybody likes Jay Randall so much, because he sounds like Kevin Costner. I don't think it's his builds or anything. I think it's just, you think it's Kevin Costner. You know? And you want to go play catch out in the field and shit. Field of Dreams. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Yeah, like I didn't think what's his name did a really bad job at it or anything, but I just kept thinking he was the guy that made Facebook, and I'm like, all right, Mark Zuckerberg is Lex Luthor. That kind of makes sense, but I wasn't scared. He didn't scare me at all. I didn't look at him as treacherous or anything. I was like, oh look, it's Facebook guy. Diaxis with the raid of 5. What's up, man? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir or ma'am. Appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are good. You were playing Empyrion as well? Did you just end an epic Empyrion session? Yeah, you go to sleep. Yeah, man. Survival or creative? Oh, multiplayer. Nice. Right on. Alright, man. We'll get some rest, dude. Good games. Appreciate the raid. I feel like I'm gonna have to separate this again by like 1 or 2. Just to make it better. It's too close now. Because I do, well, maybe this needs to go back one. I guess it could, I don't know. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, see, you answered your own question in the beginning of the sentence. I don't understand why people use retractable turrets. Yeah, it's cool. Full stop. That's it. It's cool. It's freaking cool, buddy. I think non-retractable turrets look stupid now. Because where else could you do this? Where else could you just, like, turn them off and then boom. It just looks like some slick little Ferrari thingy, you know? And then not only that, but when you turn them off, like, they don't get targeted by AI. I mean, of course, if you turn off a turret and it's still up, it still doesn't get targeted, but it just looks cooler. That's it. It looks cool. Leave me alone. Get less HP. So, alright, well, let's look at that, since you guys want to, 6. Boom. Alright, so... HP. There's too many numbers here. Hit points 950. Hit points 550. But, of course, you would count the blocks under it, right? So, 9 blocks... Steel, let's just call it steel. A steel block is what? Steel block is... Damn it. I should know what a steel block is. No, it's 100. It's 100, right, on HP? So 900 plus the whatever. 900 plus... Yeah, so you're only getting 50 hit points for the... Does that make sense? Is it 100? It's 100, yeah. So you're only getting 50 points for the actual turret. This one you're getting 500. So it's technically 500 more hit points. Cool. Not bothered. It looks cool. Hey, Dub. Thanks, man. The Sidewinder. Well, we know that all my builds are named after knives, so I'd have to find a knife name. So we called the CV over there the Mombele, after a African throwing weapon, ancient African throwing weapon. Mombele, yeah, we had to really reach for that one. So, but luckily, I could just call this the Shuriken Mark II because this is the Shuriken Mark I. And it's a throwing star, right? So this is still kind of like a throwing star. A throwing weapon. Maybe we'll find some other cool throwing weapon to call it, but... Yeah, so PvP, totally different situation, right? That's, you know, this one doesn't have any... Well, it has the... No, even the artillery turret isn't retractable. So I get you. I mean, for a PvP build, it's a whole different set of rules, right? But... Yeah, this is PvE, dude. You don't need to, I rarely lose turrets unless I park in front of something, right? Which I do pretty often, so... I lose turrets, but... Normally you wouldn't lose turrets. Ah, that is false, John. It does not. I will go right back to the same tank. This thing... I will put this tank up against anything else out there in the community, PvP-wise. And I'm pretty confident this thing will hold its own. And this is not a brick. So, I mean, it has all the rules that PvP has. And I will be releasing this on the workshop. And I built this actually with the help of XPA. Who are known pretty well for their PvP builds and stuff, and of course this is before CPU. So this is before CPU, but in its current iteration, I'm pretty happy with it. As far as it being a PvP grade build, just as well as my PvP CV over here, which I don't think looks like a brick either. But yeah, it is there. It's. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know the state of PvP right now. I haven't bothered to look at that, but I know it's probably kind of screwed up right now. So I can't imagine. You know, I can't imagine what you would have to do now to achieve. Well, I mean, let me not say that, right? It's whatever it is, right? So once you have a benchmark, that's what it is. So the benchmark has just been drastically lowered now. So the things you built before don't work. Now you got to build other things. You know, with the new set of standards. So suddenly, you know, a J Randall build or an XCalibers build or whatever is suddenly dangerous in PvP. Now it's scary. Ooh, you know. So is it fun? That's a whole different story, right? Is it fun now to do PvP? I don't know. Constantinus, thank you for that follow, man. Welcome. Yeah, exactly. That's one of the strongest PvP builds out there, and that's definitely well. Yeah, it's not a brick. It's not a brick. All right, so I need more turrets on this thing. We're gonna put a turret here for assholes that come up behind us. Oh, I can't do it there. I could do it there. Well, it's kind of low, right? Like, I can't really do that, actually. Yeah, no, I can't really do that at all. Yeah, I can't do side ones on this. That's gonna look stupid. So, yeah, should I do an artillery turret? So this thing has every turret, right? I don't think it has max of every turret, but it's got 4 plasma, 3 rockets, and 1 artillery. Okay. See, the miniguns are kind of good, right? Miniguns are good for POIs because they help take down the shields. Rockets are okay. They do a certain amount of damage, but they don't do it quick enough to knock down the shields before they regenerate. So you need those miniguns. You need that constant fire to constantly hit the shields, while the bigger DPS is hitting it gradually. So artillery turrets are cool and all, but they miss a lot, and it just doesn't. It's almost not worth it. It looks cool and all that, but it's just kind of. It's almost not worth it. Plasma would be a lot better because they're a lot, a lot more rapid fire. But it's expensive, so. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not trying to get into a whole PvP political conversation because it is political. But yeah, I think Elion wanted to dumb down, not dumb down, but they wanted to limit what happens in PvP, and I think honestly, I think that's why we have CPU. I think that's why a lot of this is the state it is. Because I think people were just building really big stuff because they can, and it kind of, it lags, it does all these things, and um, it's easier for Elion to limit the game than try to balance really big stuff. Which, I mean, I get it. I mean, I do understand that because, yeah, I mean, every game is that way. That's why you can't play Space Engineers. That's how, that's why a lot of these games you can't play them because they freaking lag. I'm not doing that right. What am I doing wrong here? Oh. Yeah. Limited guns, yeah. Well, I guess with CPU, you mean? Yeah. So it needs to be adjusted. There's issues. They need to be adjusted. But I do like the idea of having to have specialized vehicles to perform certain things, and I think the idea is cool. I just think that because it does promote building, it promotes creativity, it promotes out of the box thinking and stuff to solve issues in game, and it does all those great things. But you also have to look at the fun factor of the game, and am I going to care about solving those issues at that point in the game? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to even want to do that. So you have to you have to maintain the rhythm of a game. Games have rhythm. They don't even have to have an end game. They don't have to have anything. They just have to have a good rhythm all the way through. And there's games out there that do that. 7 Days to Die is like that. Recently, The Green Hell was like that for me. I really enjoyed the rhythm of that game. Not a whole lot of content. Like after a little while, like there was nothing left to do. But for a while there was some really good content, and I really enjoyed the game. So I mean, you have to have rhythm, and yeah, Empyrion's lacking in rhythm right now. It has a okay rhythm up to level 10, and then it starts to get wonky once you leave the planet. Then it's like, what am I doing? What's the point? Why am I still playing? We need answers to these questions. Why am I going to all these infinite planets? So I think that's the frustration of some people, but I also think that this is just the beginning, right? They're laying down the groundwork now for the potential of content that's coming, and we see the proof of it. We see the new Krill race. We see like some of these other races that are going to be coming. The pirate faction. All these things are still in their infancy, and once they get here, I think people are going to realize that, But again, I don't care if I'm fighting pirates. I don't care if I'm fighting whatever. If the fighting is the same and the NPCs look different, then I'm not excited. There has to be other things, and that's, I guess, this legacy thing is part of that, which I think is good. So I mean, there's enough proof out there for you guys to see that, it's gonna get good. We just need to see it. Hey, Steve-O, what's up, man? Doing all right. Thanks for that host, Bone Dog. Yeah, that bothers me greatly. I'm trying to not let it bother me, but it does bother me. I'm gonna try not to let that bother me today. We'll leave it like that for a day, and then no, I can't even leave it for a second. That's annoying the hell out of me. Oh, it's painful. What are we gonna do about that? Like, I like the overlapping. Yeah, I like the overlapping. Let's just make it an overlapping thing. And then figure that out from there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should this be my entry, or should we be doing something else here? I feel like this isn't zany enough. And honestly, it's not very asymmetrical. Like, it is, but it's not. It's just that I kind of slanted it. It's not like it's two totally different things on one side, which is what I was really interested in making. I was interested in making some kind of a drill turret thingy. So, like, there's still a part of me that's not happy at all. I mean, this is cool, but it's not. It's just a fighter HV. It's not really like breaking any barriers or anything. Well, potentially for the challenge, yeah. But now, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm seeing that this doesn't really like. This isn't really like anything super amazing. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I want to build something that has actual function. Um, Yeah, oh, Shadow, like in general, yeah. So every month we do a designers challenge where the community will I'll do a topic, and it's in the Discord under challenge brief, and we do basically a topic. Like, this topic this month is an asymmetrical HV, CV, or SV. It has to be balanced, it has to perform, it has to, it has to serve its function and be balanced. So the challenge of that is asymmetrical builds are hard to balance, especially with the new flight controller system and everything. So the hope is that you guys take that and and make something really cool. So every month we do that, and then at the end of the month we do a big designers challenge stream where I show them all. It's not a competition at all. It's just a kind of a get together. Really old. Um, Yeah, but that's the point, Shadow. There's no fail. There's no fail, man. I mean, as long as you stick to the criteria. Yeah, it's more of a celebration, man. It's just us kind of looking at the stuff we did every month and enjoying everybody else's work and what's been done and whatnot. I do want to build like a big SV, man. Like a part of me really wants to make a big SV. I mean, this isn't big, but it's big for me. But I want to build something like big, man. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna do something else. I mean, I probably won't. You know, I'll probably do something with this. This to me would be a better like mid game. I can't get enough on here to justify like an end game build, but I could see this being kind of an interesting mid-level scout. Kind of like what this is. I mean, this was meant to be a mid-level scout, right? I mean, it was kind of weird because it had the passenger seats and like, you know, back then I was trying to do everything I could at a small level. Um, but yeah. But I really need to finish stuff. And some of these things are absolutely 100% done. They just need to be put in the workshop. So this little guy would probably be the next thing to go in the workshop. My little Eco Mark II here. I was trying to put color on it, but I didn't like the way the orange looked on this. I think it's with the new set of oranges. I didn't really like it, so. But yeah, this will be either today or, well, I still gotta paint it, so probably tomorrow. I'll get this out. Part of me doesn't like that now. I might shave that a little bit. Damn. Do I like that? I don't know. I think I like that. I think it's alright. Yeah, but this thing's dirt cheap, man. And it's tier 1, so it's barely tier 1, but it's tier 1. The hell was that? What was that weird noise? I don't know what that weird noise was. Some weird Discord noise. But yeah, super cheap. Yeah, thanks. And this is done, but they gotta fix CPU. And then I am still working on this. This is a 4. Yeah, so I'm trying to justify it being 4. I'm trying to max it out as much as possible to get everything in it. It's like a fighter. It's not a. Like, it moves really well, so I'm happy with it. Does it fit through the... Oh, shit. Alright, you're right. How dare I? How dare I? It certainly doesn't. I can tell you that right now. Eh. Oh, it kind of might. Hold on, let's do that again. Yeah. No. Oh, there's like something blocking it. Okay, barely. Barely. And then this guy will probably be the next thing to come out. Is this the one we finished? Oh, what is this? Oh shit. Oh no, this is the one we finished. Okay, yeah. So we just gotta finish this. Oh, I got scared because we did a lot of really good work on this the other day. So this is gonna come out. Maybe I don't like that anymore either. What was I thinking? I was just doing weird things. But yeah. This one is good to go. Completely CV here. Upgradable. Super happy with it. So we're gonna get this out, and this is CPU 1 as well. So this is a good little starter. Doesn't have a warp drive, so that's the one down draw, but it's really small. Really freaking small. It's a CV. What do you want? And then it can be an endgame miner at the end of it, and you can put it on the CV. Another CV that you make. There you go. All right, guys, that's it for me. I smell dinner. I'm going to go eat and whatnot. Happy July, everybody. I guess it's the first of the month, right? So, yep, first of the month. And definitely stay tuned on my YouTube. From those of you that don't know I have a YouTube, links below. I'm trying to start a lot of content. So the weekly workshop review released today. I'll have another episode releasing tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then we'll be putting out some tutorial videos within the next week here. And then within the next week or so, I'm going to start my single player Let's Play. And I'm going to have that on YouTube. So definitely stay tuned. Support it if you can. Give it a thumbs up. Check it out. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome as always. And welcome to all the new follows, man. We got some new guys here, man. Diaxis, Shadow Jumper, and Constantinus. Discord links below, guys. Join the Discord. Really cool community. A lot of a wealth of Empyrion knowledge. So, and I look forward to seeing some of you guys as a first entry this month. So, MI16 driver as well. Thanks for that follow, man. MI16 driver, MI16, MI16, 16, MI7. I don't know. Is that a Bond reference? No, right? What's MI16, right? MI6. I'm confused. All right. It's your name, not mine. As long as you're not confused. All right, you guys. Tutorial on how to build big stations that fit 1 point. Yeah, that's probably not a thing. No, the first thing I'm gonna do is a very simple how to build a starter HV in survival, and it'll probably be a quick little 3-part. And I'll do it in survival so that you guys actually, it's realistic. Most people are gonna build something in survival when they start the game, so this will be a thing. Yeah. 16 is a brand of Hugo. Isn't that a car manufacturer? You build some massive stations if you use normal steel. Yeah. .406 M16 is great. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch y'all mañana. Later, guys.